Hello, everybody. It's Queen of Light 1111 here with your check-in. Hope you guys are doing well. I have this beautiful new altar set up, but you can't even see it because I have so many cards that cover the entire tablecloth. But this is a new look, but obviously it's the same look because I've got a ton of cards. We have quite the reading. The tower is not gone. The tower is here, but feminine does not have the tower. The masculine has the tower two times in a big way. It's in his headspace, it's in his overall energy. It is very interesting. The divine is very much coming in to the energy of the masculine to really shake him up, shake him out of this kind of Four of Cups energy where he's just not doing anything, where he's just kind of sitting in his loss, sitting in his disappointment, sitting in his boredom, sitting in his discontentment. So the divine is absolutely coming in to shake him out of that energy because it doesn't serve him. I will tell you, I am not surprised at all that the masculine has two towers because I really do feel, and this is, people could probably say that, they have their own opinions about these eclipses, but I really do feel like the lunar eclipse had a lot to do with the feminine. The feminine, divine feminine is the moon energy. That's the sacred feminine. And the masculine is the sun energy, the solar energy. And this solar eclipse, while I do feel like the masculines went through towers, obviously it showed up in my last reading, I do feel like that tower is not over now that we're going into the solar eclipse. And so this is that yang energy, that rebirthing energy, that active energy that is going to kick the masculine into gear, okay, to embody divine masculine. So if you want to book your own personal reading with me, if you want to book your own healing session, your own coaching session, go to queenoflight1111.com. And if you want to purchase my Divine Connections Oracle deck, go to queenoflight1111.com. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do post readings there. I do channeled messages. There's a lot of energy that I spend on Instagram as well, and that's Queen of Light 1111, so follow me there. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh, so I have to start with the bottom of the deck. I don't typically read oracles, but I'm going to do it today. I feel guided because this is a very interesting energy. Bottom of the deck for masculine and feminine's overall energy is this yin and yang, is this balance energy, and it's balancing out the contract. The Hierophant is the clarifier, the bottom of the deck for the tarot. So when this card comes out, this balancing card, this card is all about equality, reciprocity, balance. How do we adjust ourselves so we can stay in position, stay grounded, stay rooted? This is an energy about adjustment, changing positions, looking at things from other people's point of view, looking at things from your point of view, and adjusting as necessary. That's what a relationship is, right? Compromise. A relationship is adjustment. A relationship is bending. A relationship is reciprocity, equality. So this is what is happening in Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine's bottom of the deck for their overall energy. There is a huge balancing act going on in their spiritual contract, in their spiritual connection. That is the Hierophant card. Bottom of the deck, okay? That's the bottom of the deck, which tells me that's the underlying energy for Divine Masculine and for Divine Feminine as I'm going to read the next cards to you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with Divine Masculine. First card out for him. Look at this. Temptation, resistance, willpower. When this card comes out in the deck, okay, when this card comes out, this card, it's the number 29 card, it's the number 11, master number. This is a big energy for him right now. This is, something is forbidden, okay? There's a energy of, like, think about when there's innocence and just having one more piece of chocolate or one more piece of that. But we're indulging, we're tempted, okay? So this is an energy where we're starting to try to see through our illusions, weigh the consequences, resist temptation, right? Try to get into our energy of personal willpower, our character, our strength, and either succumb to it or resist it. That's a choice that's going to define him. Is he going to succumb to, what clarifies this, is the Empress. This is divine feminine. I really feel like there is a huge energy because the devil comes out in his heart space. There is a huge attraction, temptation that is calling out to the masculine. But this is an energy where he's maybe seeing it as a weakness, or he may be trying to resist this energy of moving towards her, resist the energy of, like using his will and his ego to resist her. Okay, so this is very much an energy, like, is he going to give in to this connection, or is he going to be strong and resist her? What is he going to do? So he's very much in an energy of fighting himself, his own inner demons about his divine feminine. His second energy for his overall energy, and remember, this has to do with the contract. Here's the Empress, divine feminine, and I gotta tell you, she came out as every single queen. She is the high priestess in her overall energy. She's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Cups. She's the Empress. She's the Queen of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So, of course, she is every queen magnetically attracting things to her. And so that includes that masculine who is like, gosh, do I give in or do I resist her? Do I give in to her? And he shouldn't be looking at it that way, okay? So there's not a right or wrong, but this is an energy, is like, there is some ego energy there, which is like there's a lot of attraction, sexual energy, but he wants to resist her. He doesn't want to be tempted by her. So he's pulling himself back because he's in this energy of trying to heal himself, to start to look at things in the light, okay? So this next card here is time, life. So as he's in this resistance energy, while he's in this energy of temptation around his feminine, he's understanding the clock is ticking. Okay, not necessarily the clock. The sands of time are going through the hourglass. He knows this. And when he's thinking, when he's in his overall energy, and it has to do with the feminine, it could also be his life in general. Time is passing him by. Maybe he's getting older and he's feeling like time is slipping. Time is slipping. But remember, this time is an illusion. It is a 3D measurement, okay? So it's a commodity too. Time is never really ours. We don't own time, but we can make the best of the time that we have here. And the only way for us to ensure that the balance is in our favor is to use that time wisely, or else it gets taken from us and you don't get that moment back. So he's in this energy of the King of Wands as related to time. So he's in this energy of the sand is slipping, time is slipping. It's time to get into my energy of taking action, being a leader, being someone who's ambitious, somebody who knows what they want. So I'm telling you, these two energies of this like jester here who's fired up, and then now our King of Wands, he's super passionate about his feminine. So I feel like there's things burning inside him, literally in certain areas, that is really tempting him to understand that time is ticking and that he has to take action, okay? But before he does that, the feminine got this card last time. He needs to go within. He needs to go within. He needs to get some peace. He needs to gain some clarity. This is another number 38, so 2 master numbers, and this is a 4, which is stabilization. A 4 is about stabilization. So this card here about inner peace and an instant in time is like he's kind of lost in an instant in time. There's something that he is very transfixed on. There's something that he's very engrossed in, okay? And I gotta tell you, whatever it is, it's making him defensive. Remember this, because I will tell you, I know what it is. I already know what it is, and it's going to come out towards the end of this reading. So he's attracted to his feminine. He's tempted by his feminine. He's trying to resist his feminine. He knows the time is ticking. He needs to get into action, but there's something that he's just fixated on as related to his feminine that keeps him guarded. I'm just going to give you the spoiler alert. Queen of Swords energy. Right there. It's when she read him the right act, or whatever it was. And that is what he is focusing on, that he is trying to resist because he's defensive. And so he's trying to resist her, resist her, resist her. You know, he wants to take action. He's fired up, but he's very fixated on an action, on a specific point, something in his reality that is keeping him in defense mode about protecting his peace. And that is that Queen of Swords energy for him, which is when she ripped him a new one. So bottom of the deck for him, his overall energy, he's coming out strong too, man. He's every king. He's King of Wands, he's King of Cups, he's King of Swords. The thing that he's not today is the King of Pentacles, because he's the Emperor. He just doesn't know how to ground this yet. His overall energy, he's in his heart space, but he's also trying to balance his logic. This is that resistance willpower. My heart wants you. My heart wants you. But nope, I got to go cold. I got to go cold because you came at me with your sword. So there's very much an energy here with him where he's confused and he's procrastinating around moving forward because he's fixated on that point in time with his divine feminine. Overall energy for him, as you know, he's mastering his emotions. He's mastering his thoughts. Trying to get his words together. First card out, Tower. Boom, Tower. Tower comes out. He's going through a shakeup. What's the shakeup? Ten of Swords. He's got to end this pain that keeps him fixated on that pain that was felt when they had the fallout. This tower is going to crumble, this like where he felt stabbed in the back, where he felt like he was completely wounded by her. The tower is coming to shake him out of this pain energy. Give him clarity, Ace of Swords. Give him clarity through this conflict, through this defeat energy that he feels, so that he can come forward and make an offer of love, Page of Cups, towards this divine connection, the lovers. But right now, his stress, Nine of Swords, is his Empress. Man, she is all up in his energy. Usually I just ask for overall energy, but she has come out strong for him. And I'm telling you, it's because of this solar eclipse. He's fixated on this pain that happened when things blew up. He's fixated on the swords that are in his back, but he has clarity. He's going to have a breakthrough. He's going to go from the Ten of Swords to the Eight of Swords on this conflict and come forward with this love towards his connection. But he's stressed about how to do it. He's stressed about how to do it. He's trying to gain the inner strength to do it, but there is stress about how things will work out should he come forward. And he will, though. I believe that he will. I really do. Okay, so now for the divine feminine, what is her energy? She's got faith and spirituality clarified by judgment. There is a major awakening again for her that's happening. This energy of faith and spirituality is her going within. Look at that person is blindfolded. They're going within to listen to their intuition, to go into their belief system, to understand that this will happen. Okay, this is very much a symbolism of just closing your eyes towards whatever you're seeing and going within to connect to your inner source, to your belief system, because that is what needs to be evaluated. That is what needs to be rebirthed, okay? So she's really going in to further enlighten, to further awaken. The next card out, look at the masculine, got this card during my last reading, secrets, confidentiality. There's an energy here where she knows that he's not coming forward because there is an energy of, can I come forward and talk to you? But this is also an energy, because it's clarified by High Priestess, that she feels like there's something out there that she doesn't know. So that's why she's going within. There's two cards now of going within. And so there's an energy of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is not unwise. The High Priestess is not in an energy of unknown. She knows all. So what's happening here is this key. Hey, you think that you have the information? I'm going within and I know what's happening. I know what's up. I'm the High Priestess. I'm intuitive. I am psychic. I know what's happening. I'm going to go within to get my answers. I'm going within to get my answers. So this energy is definitely that she knows that she has all, she doesn't need to go, she doesn't need the key from him. She doesn't need the key from anybody else. She has the key within her. She possesses all the answers that she seeks because she's the High Priestess. That's her energy. Last card for her. I will tell you that this card came up at the bottom of the deck for the last reading that I did. I'm not shocked that it's here now. This is about support, bearing the weight of others. Look at all the burdens on the back of that person. And it's clarified by the Three of Wands. So I really feel like she's carrying all these burdens on her back around this connection, around her belief system. Sometimes she struggles with her own intuition, with her own beliefs, but that has been a burden but she's waiting for this ship to come in. She knows something is manifesting. That's the belief system. But this weight energy is this burden. The burden is this darn ship going to come in or not? You know what I mean? Like your insides, your intuition is telling you that it is, but all this burden of weight is very difficult to bear. And so that is the balance that needs to happen in this connection is like, she can't carry all these burdens anymore. She can't be the only one that's sitting here and believing in this connection anymore. What needs to balance out is she needs to believe in herself and her own personal journey, not waiting for him to come over. And he needs to gain the strength within himself and fight his inner demons that keep him stuck from moving forward to the love, the most divine love of his life. Okay, bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine's overall energy is the Strength card and Knight of Swords. She has strength in her pursuit to move forward in her truth. She has the strength. She has the power to do it. She is Divine Feminine. She is High Priestess. She is the Empress. She's every single queen. So I'm telling you, if you guys went through something in the lunar eclipse, it has just reset you back into this divine feminine mode, every queen mode. Okay, so now what is her overall energy? Five of Cups. There's this energy of sadness over the past, but hey, she's stronger now because of the past. Strength card. So this Cups, Five of Cups energy of feeling sad over the past, feeling sad over what's happened, feeling sad over what's transpired, that has become a source of her strength. Now, Ace of Pentacles, she can move forward and manifest a new beginning. But look at here with the King of Wands right here. It's her masculine. She knows intuitively, you know, I always ask for overall energy, but I just feel like their overall energy has everything to do with each other right now. She knows that she's stronger because of the past. She knows that now a new beginning is coming because her King of Wands is going to take action. King of Cups. Here's the challenge though, right? King of Cups. Here's the energy of emotional mastery. That's the conflict. It's with the Five of Wands. The conflict is, has he mastered his emotions? You can come blazing in with your ego and your leadership, but are you emotionally mature? That is the conflict that she's experiencing right now. And here he is again, King of Wands, Death card. This is the card of, have you changed? Have you changed? Have you transformed? Have you transformed? Or it's going to be over. It's going to be over if you come in with more of the same. So the interesting energies, we have a lot of lions. This Strength card has a lion, this King of Wands has a lion, and this Five of Wands has lions fighting. There's a lot of pride, there's ego, there's strength. You know, I feel like they're both alpha. They're both very much alpha. This is why he's so attracted to her and is tempted by her, because he sees that this woman is a woman or feminine of power, of strength, of, you know, she can do this on her own. She doesn't need a pentacle, a cup, a sword, a wand from him. This is what he loves about her. And what she loves about him is she knows that he is doing the work to change. But it is sometimes on the outside, when she's not within herself, there becomes conflict of, has he changed? Has he emotionally matured? Because if he hasn't changed, then it's just going to be the end again. So there's very much this energy of, you know, have things change, because people don't want more of the same. People are ready to move forward into a connection that is going to be better than the last time they were together. They're also interested in a connection that is going to remain in union this time, not where we come in and out of in and out of separation. That's not what she's interested in. And frankly, I would say that probably the masculine is not interested in that either, because it's too painful when they separate. It's too painful when they separate. So let's go ahead and get into the head, heart, and environment for divine masculine and feminine. Bottom of the deck for divine masculine is the Triumph card. Look at this, victory. This is the Chariot card. This divine masculine is ready to triumph over this connection. He is ready to take action. That's the yang energy, people. And what is divine feminine's bottom of the deck? Seek. This is the yin energy, the passive energy. This is the Hermit card. So she's like, I'm going to go within. I'm going to go within. Look, we have lots of cards of within here. She's going within. And look at him. He's got lots of fire in his areas. In his solar plexus, sacral chakra, to move forward and to triumph. Okay? And so what are we doing? It's clarified by the garden at the gate. He's ready to come out of this waiting area. You know, like think about it when horses race, right? Like it's countdown 1, 2, 3, and they're released. This is what he's getting ready to come out of the gates. And what is she doing? She's relaxing in the gate. She's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. Have you changed? I'm good. Have you changed? If you haven't changed, I'm good. Okay? So she's in her solitude. She's seeking answers from within herself. But he's coming for her. He's coming for her. He's coming out the gate. Coming out the gate. Oh, I think I'm going to make that my title. Coming out the gate, man. That's what he's doing. He's ready. He's just done with the Four of Cups energy. He's done. He's done sitting around. But he does need to get into this last energy of forgiving himself, forgiving her for the reaction based on any action that was done in this connection that created a environment or communication that wasn't so loving. Okay? Bottom of the deck, divine masculine, head, heart, and environment. He specifically has the Five of Pentacles energy with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is an energy of lack of self-esteem, of feeling rejected, that he needs to move out of. He is stuck in this energy. He needs to move out of it. He needs to move out of it so he can move towards his destiny. Okay? Divine feminine's overall energy, head, heart, and environment. Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There's that conflict energy, right? Where he got the Five of Swords right here. And she's just kind of like, I can't do any more to ground this connection. I can't do any more. I can't take any more action in the 3D to ground this connection into union. I have to nurture myself. I have to take care of my own pentacles, my own home, my own business. When I think of you, I think of, I'm defeated by this. I've tried what I can. So now is the time for me to go within. It's time for me to go within and seek answers from within myself, because I don't see jack happening in the 3D. Okay? So, and that's fine. That's fine. But so here's the energy. Let's get into the headspace of divine masculine and feminine. Divine masculine's headspace. Look at this. Three of Cups and envy. Three of Cups, this card says rejoice and celebration. Okay, when this card comes up, the Three of Cups for divine masculine, and by the way, any card that I'm using right now is on my Amazon storefront, including my beautiful new goddess statue. Look at my goddess statue. This is the Empress, the Crone, and the Maiden. This I love so much. I got it on Amazon. It's on my storefront. So if you want to purchase that or the altar cloth, it comes with the altar cloth, which is beautiful. And so if you're interested in purchasing it for your own home, go to my Amazon storefront and click on the link to my altar setup, and you can purchase it for yourself. Okay. Rejoice and celebration. When this card comes up, this is a time where he wants to come together. He wants to celebrate. You know, it's a Three of Cups kind of energy, okay? He's got love moving through him. He's wanting to come together and rejoice and be with his feminine, okay? But this envy card that comes up for him with that Three of Cups is when he's thinking about his feminine, he's thinking of lack. He's dissatisfied with this Three of Cups energy. This is an energy where he's like, I don't know if I can have this. I don't know if I can come together with her. This is also an energy of like jealousy. Is she with someone else? Is she available? This is also an energy where, you know, he's just kind of like, oh, you know, I want to go out with her, but I don't feel like I can. This is a lack and dissatisfied energy. I just feel like casual connections, just coming together to celebrate, is not necessarily what this masculine is looking for anymore. When he wants to come together, he's ready to come together in some sort of traditional or, you know, like committed way. He's not like wanting to like, well, let's go out and party kind of energy, because he feels his separation a lot from his feminine right now. So he's in an energy of wanting to come back together, but not feeling like he can do it. So the Tower comes in. Boom, Tower. Tower comes to shake up his headspace, because that's where he gets caught up. I don't know if you guys noticed, 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords. This is where this masculine gets caught up, in his head. So this is where the Tower needs to be. Okay, the Tower's on the 10 of Swords in his overall energy. So now it's in his headspace. What is the Tower crumbling? This 4 of Cups energy where, oh, I'm going to sit here and just look at the cups that were spilled. Sit here in discontent and boredom because I missed this cup. No, we're done with that missed opportunity. The Tower is coming in to remove the missed opportunity and get us to the 2 of Cups. That is what's happening in his headspace at this time. He is being shaken up to know that this is his divine partner. This is his queen. This is his empress. The next card, Knight of Swords. There's this energy of wanting to come forward, move forward in the truth. Communicate and set things right. Justice. Move forward with your truth and alignment now with his feminine. He wants to do right by her. He wants to serve justice because he wants this union. 2 of Cups again. 2 of Cups. He wants this union. It's been illuminated to him. He sees this as a positive connection now. Okay? Even though he's still healing this wound from the Queen of Swords energy that she displayed, he's seeing his union with her as one that's successful, one that he wants to rebirth, one that's been illuminated to him. And 9 of Wands, he's not going to give up. He wants to persevere. He's getting energy from the sun, from the solar eclipse to move forward towards his union with his feminine. And heal things. Temperance card. Heal. Bring into harmony the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. I think it's very interesting that we have the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, and not the Emperor, the Empress, or the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I really believe that he needs to take the lead as the Emperor because he sees her as the Empress, and he needs to take a lead towards his Queen of Wands because he needs to bring things into balance. He needs to be the leader to harmonize this situation. Okay? So I think that's very interesting. Divine Feminine's headspace when she thinks about her masculine, the Fool and Archangel Chamuel. This is the solar plexus. She's going to trust. She is going to trust that this journey will begin. And Archangel Chamuel, this is the solar plexus energy. This is that sun energy. She is going to trust because she's in her belief system, in her intuition, that action will be taken towards her. When she thinks about her masculine, she's like, I know action's going to be taken. Well, let us see what else happens in her headspace. Well, next card, 2 of Cups for her too. It's an energy of union. She knows that there will be action towards union, but there's conflict because her intuition tells her one thing, but then this burden of waiting makes her feel another way. So she gets a little lopsided. Okay? So there's this conflict with whether or not there will be action towards union. So she goes into the Queen of Swords energy, which is really challenging him right now. This Queen of Swords energy is where she gets stuck, Hanged Man. So maybe there's an energy of like, screw that. Maybe there's an energy of, you know, wanting to cut him out energetically because they're not in communication. So she kind of gets stuck in the energy and she needs to release the shadow of that Queen of Swords and just come in more logical and wise and trusting about her King of Swords, which is the match now, King and Queen of Swords. And that's where she feels like things are stuck. 4 of Pentacles. He's not coming towards me. He's not moving towards me. He's being stubborn. He's being rigid. I'm trying to have faith and trust that he's going to come forward to this union, but I have conflict. When I go into inner conflict in my headspace, I go into the shadow of the Queen, wanting to cut him out because he's not moving towards me. Death card. Things need to change. Things need to end. 4 of Swords. We need to heal that pain. We need to transform the pain. Okay, we need to end this energy where we're just stuck in this energy of retreat, in our pain, in our victimization. It's got to end. What is divine masculine feeling in his heart space for divine feminine? Well, look at here. Temptation. This is the second time the word temptation came up. It came up here when I was talking about the devil energy with the Empress, and now it is here with Archangel Gabriel. So what's temptation all about, folks? Temptation, that's the devil card. When that card comes up, there is major temptation. There is limiting behaviors. There is an energy that, he is self-limiting himself. He's pulling away from what was once natural for him. He's disconnecting from his spirit. Okay? This is also about an energy where, he's kind of in this energy of negative thinking, negative behaviors, negative patterns around what? Archangel Gabriel's all about communication. So he's in an energy where, his heart desires her, his heart wants her, but he's just in ego where he's not able to express himself or his truth. This is why he's taking this time out. This is why he's like, he wants to speak his truth, but his ego is getting the best of him in his heart, because his heart was broken by what she said. But here's the thing, his own actions broke his own heart. She just reacted, right? She reacted. So now let's see what's happening further into his heart space when he feels for his feminine. First card out, it's the Ten of Pentacles. This is long-term energy. Again, he doesn't want no casual connection. He wants something long-term with her. But that's the burden, Ten of Wands. That he knows that she is his long-term partner, that his legacy, that he wants to build with her. But that's a big burden. He wants this new beginning. He's passionate. He's got all kinds of fire in his heart for her. He's passionate about a new beginning towards the lovers, which is already in his energy here. In his overall energy, he wants a new beginning. That is his clarity. Ace of Swords is already in his energy, in his overall energy. These are dupe energies. He knows he wants to build something long-term, but it is a burden. His ego is a burden, but I love that it's a 10 because that means we're going to get to the ace. Just like the 10 of Swords, we're getting to the Ace of Swords. Both of them came out. So this is telling me that he's going to get through this burden, have this fire light up in him about her, and that becomes his clarity in his heart to break through. So that, here we go, the Wheel card, this destined opportunity, we communicate. But when we communicate, we're going to duel. We're going to actually not be within. We're going to have to work this out. This is the hard part. You think union's easy? All right, well, he starts coming towards you to communicate. Now you got to work stuff out. You can't just be like, oh, okay, you're back, wonderful, and then just you keep going around about your business. You've got to work stuff out, and that's what he knows. He's got to communicate to work stuff out because this is his destiny. Next card, Six of Swords. He wants to get out of that rough patch. He wants to get into a place of peace and tranquility with his High Priestess, Divine Feminine. But he's waiting, Seven of Pentacles, because he's still in his damn sadness, Five of Cups. Okay? He can't help it. He's a human being. He's a spiritual being having a human experience. And right now, in his human experience, he's in his ego. He's in his wound. Heart space for Divine Feminine. Ace of Cups and adjacent possibilities. She's kind of in this energy of like, what are other options around continuing to love him and still honoring my journey and honoring my connection. So she's trying to continue to move forward on her journey without him, right? Because he's not coming forward, so she needs to honor her journey, honor her contract, honor herself, and continue to grow. First card out, Queen of Cups. She wants to be in her heart space. She wants to be in her heart space with her King of Swords. This is the man of integrity. But there is sadness that she is really processing too. He's got the Five of Cups. She's got the Five of Cups. They're both sad. They're both sad about what's happened in the past. Then there's this offer, Page of Pentacles. That is her stress because there's no offer. So she's trying to get into her power as the Empress. Here she is, Empress. As the Empress to move forward in love. Knight of Cups. But this passionate energy, Knight of Wands, that's what's hidden from her. This action, passion, And so what she does is she goes into hermit because she's like, yeah, I don't want this Knight of Wands energy, because that's what she feels is hidden from her. Has he grown from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands? Remember, that King of Wands came out with Ace of Pentacles, but her conflict becomes, has he emotionally matured, or else this is not going to work. It's not going to work. Because in her heart, she still kind of sees him as this Casanova, Knight of Wands energy. That's what's unknown to her. That's why she goes into hermit. That's why she goes within. She got the hermit 2 times. What's happening in his environment as related to divine feminine? 4 of Wands, anxiety. He's stressed, boy. He's stressed. He doesn't know how to make this happen, how to manifest this 4 of Wands. He doesn't. You know, he's got, well, I mean, you know, hopefully if he's watching, we can say that please chuck your ego, because the feminine has forgiven you. The feminine is in the energy of her heart space, but we do have to work things out, but you have to match her at her vibration. And frankly, feminine, you need to get out of this Queen of Swords shadow energy, release that energy so that you create a safe place for the masculine to come in to share his wound. So therefore you can share your wound. It's all about creating a safe place. All right, what about divine masculine? Knight of Pentacles. He's slowly moving forward, moving through his heartbreak, 3 of Swords. To end it, Death card. To change. Slowly moving through his pain to change. He's wounded, 9 of Wands. We already got that in his headspace. He's wounded, but he hasn't given up. But he too has gone into his hermit mode to heal these wounds. 4 of Pentacles, he's holding on. He's being a little stubborn about this reunion that he wants to have in success, 6 of Wands. He's not moving towards it yet because he doesn't know how, but he wants this Ace of Pentacles. He wants this new beginning. It's clarified by the Ace of Pentacles again. He wants this new beginning. He really wants this new beginning, but Moon card, just like her, unsure how to get out of this devil's energy, unsure how to get out of the dark, unsure how to get out of this restriction. Divine feminine, her environment, moving on, deceit. She's moving on for the 7 of Swords. We didn't get the 7 of Swords once. Yay! We didn't. She's moving on from this deceit. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to deceive myself. And I'm not going to accept any deceit from anyone either. I forgive you. I need to heal myself. And I need to get into this energy of operating in love with an open heart, but still honoring myself and my boundaries by saying, hey, masculine, if you come forward, please come forward with your truth. And as the emperor, as the king, who stays rooted, who has mastered his passion, who has mastered his emotions, who has mastered his words, who is stable. So she's right now in her energy, she's moving on. And I feel like the more the masculine feels the feminine move on and transition away, the more he's getting pulled towards her because she's leaving with the energy. First card out, Ace of Wands, just like him in his heart space. She wants this new beginning, but 2 of Pentacles, there's an imbalance in the energy between them. There's an imbalance in this connection. So she's trying to stay in her strength, but that's where she gets stuck, is that she also, you know, because listen, we all have work to do. She gets kind of stuck in her own pride and her own ego. She gets stuck in her own fears, which she then turns into, I can do this without you energy, which is fine. But if you're doing it in a place of like your ego is bruised or you are upset, then that's the shadow, that's ego. But if you're doing it in a place of, I could do this without you, I still have love for you, I keep space for you, then that's not ego. But in this energy here, as she walks away from this deceit and this Ace of Wands, this new beginning is in balance, she's really trying to regain her strength for this connection, the Lover's card, for this reunion with the lovers, but she's walking away. 8 of Cups. She's walking away. She's walking away for now because this connection, this reunion in this connection, maybe there were other people in this connection, she's walking away from it. So she goes into Queen of Wands energy, which is right here in his headspace, and she starts to transition through the separation to a more peaceful place for herself. Okay? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Let's go to the connection. So, and I did the Akashic Records for all of you today too, so stay tuned for that. All right, we're going to go to the theme of the connection right now. So what is the theme of the connection? In the 3D, negative energies are being removed. What is being removed? This judgment energy. I judge you, you judge me, blah, blah, blah. We're removing judgment. Negative judgment, mostly from the Emperor, because I feel like the Emperor is judging his Queen of Swords at this time. Separation. There is an energy. Obviously, this connection is in separation because they're in the Hanged Man state. She's releasing the Queen of Swords. He's in this energy of healing. What about separation? While we gain new perspectives in this Hanged Man state, what else is in separation? We're not communicating. Page of Wands, there's no communication. We're looking for peace in the 5D. This is the 5D card. We're trying to get peace from within. Peace through our healing over our stress. 9 of Swords. Both masculine and feminine have 9 of Swords. She has it in her heart. He has it here as well. So we're trying to find peace over our self-sabotage, over our nightmares and transition. Peace over this ending. There is an energy of testing the waters, though, that's coming up. Testing the waters while we're in separation. To have an exchange. 6 of Pentacles. I really feel like there might be, after the solar eclipse, some sort of like, hey, how you doing? Sorry I haven't talked to you. A little bit of dip my toe in to see if you're going to cut the toe off. Okay? Because the masculine is distorted. He still hasn't mastered something with the Queen of Swords. Here it is. There's that energy. He's distorted because his Queen of Swords was sharp. What about the Queen of Swords? King of Cups. It's keeping him from mastering his emotions when he goes back and fixates on when she was the Queen of Swords. Keeps him defensive. So Kali Ma comes in as a 5D energy to remove negative energies as well. To help us have breakthroughs, to help us have clarity, and to help with this new beginning. She's removing anything that keeps us from our clarity and from this Ace of Wands that they both have, that they both want. So let's drill down further into the energy for the connection. The Magician. They're manifesting. What are they manifesting? Stress. If you didn't get the 9 of Swords enough, it's come out a lot today, okay? So what are we manifesting? Stress. What about the stress? That's what we're manifesting. I'm telling you, when I did this, I laughed so hard because Spirit did this to me 2 times in this reading, where it was like a clarify, the main card, the clarifier, and then the clarifier to that was the main card. So it was just like, listen, Queen of Light, where you're manifesting stress, and stress is manifesting. And sure enough, that's what's happening in this connection right now. So there's an energy of healing. 4 of Swords. We're healing to gain our strength. The Strength card. The Queen of Swords, here she is, which is right here, is the Queen of Wands, which is Divine Feminine, who's walking away. Here we go. Queen of Wands, moving away. Chariot. She's like, I'm out. I can't sit around and wait. I'm balancing myself out. I'm balancing out my energies. I'm moving forward. But here comes some action. Knight of Cups. Towards this new beginning. Ace of Wands. There's healing. Temperance. He has that here. Just as she starts to move away, boom, it comes in. Temperance. What are we healing? Temperance. I mean, again, Magician, Temperance. Temperance is also the twin flame angel that protects the connection. So here she comes in to temper the connection, and it gets tempered so that they can work together. 3 of Pentacles. Okay? Knight of Swords. There's a truth that comes in with passion. What about the passion? It's truth. That we're going to move through this conflict and defeat. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. That's what we're getting through. By the way, sorry guys, I didn't give you the bottom of the deck for the theme. We're rebirthing Temperance. We got Temperance 3 times just in this spread. This is a 3D card. We're rebirthing and restoring this connection into 3D. That's what's happening here in this connection. And then for the bottom of the deck, for this second piece of this reading, for the overall energy, for the connection, is the Star and the 9 of Wands. We're healing our wounds so that we can gain the strength, as I already said, to continue our movement forward on this journey, because we're not going to give up on each other. Okay? Let's go to the Akashic Records, and then we will close with the messages from Spirit. Okay, so let me see here. We're going to use the Akashic Tarot. And by the way, if you want to book your own Akashic Records reading with me to see what your contract is all about, go to my website, queenoflight1111.com. Bottom of the deck, Angel Gabriel. He showed up already. I feel like it was somewhere over here. Yes, it was in his heart space. Now, look at this. I'm telling you, thank you, Spirit. When you do this, I know that I'm channeling correctly. Here he is in their 5D contract. This is what we're working on. Communication. Gabriel is the divine messenger. He's a divine messenger. He comes in with his trumpet and his scroll, and he is here for people to have peaceful communications. Peaceful communications. He's the God of communication. So when he comes out, this connection needs it. They need to communicate. This is an energy where he's helping them have easier communication with themselves, with each other, so that they can move forward in their connection together. First card out for the current state of the contract is the light of the world. When this card comes out, the light of the world, this is all about, people being too busy in their day-to-day life to open the door to their angels, to their spirit guides. So this is a time where we're shelter in place is being removed, right, from a lot of different places. But this is the time to go within. It's your soul, your eternal being, your higher self, the wisdom, all its powers are there at the doorstep, ready to help this connection. Okay? So don't be so busy in the mundane that you don't open the door. So through meditation, through going within, is where you can tap in to that enormous love and power and vision that will help them change their lives. These angels are here to help them change their life. I'm telling you, they're showing up for this connection. The next card that we have, as they show up saying, hey, don't get too busy, don't get too busy, is the Five of Forces. This is very interesting. Summer and winter. We're going into summer. Summer solstice is coming up, right? But this is an energy of yang time. This is a time of activity. It's time to get things going. It's time to take action. This is why King of Wands here is feeling the time slip. Why he came out as King of Wands to clarify that it's time for him to take action with this solar eclipse. Okay, it's time. Action is an important time at this time in this connection. So this is very much an energy on reflect on what you do, but then do. Then go for it. This is a time to take action. Action towards what? Clearing the way. This is about the divine masculine and feminine working together to clear the blocks towards their union. And then finally, the last card, as they clear blocks towards the union, is this divine physician card, that they're going to move into magnificent healing on their journey together now, because they've healed on their own, and now there's this major healing that will happen when they come together in communication to clear the blocks. Thank God. Thank Angel Gabriel for showing up. This is very much in an energy as they help themselves and heal themselves, that perhaps they have mission to do to heal others as part of their journey. Okay? A lot of energy there. Let's go to final messages. How is Ganesha helping Divine Masculine with his journey towards his feminine at this time? Acceptance. Okay, this card, I almost literally fell off my chair. I almost fell off my chair. You're not going to believe it. What is it about? What is it about? Acceptance. There is great freedom in accepting things as they are. When this card comes out, it says, you cannot move forward, masculine, on your path until you release blame, anger, and sorrow that you have collected on your life's journey. Ganesha is asking him to forgive those from the past who have hurt him and be willing to forgive yourself too. Open your heart. Do you remember we have here where he's fixated, and it keeps him defensive? Well, guess what clarifies this acceptance card? You're not going to believe it. They flew out. Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. You can't make this up. So he needs to accept and forgive her for her reactions, for what she said, and he needs to forgive himself, and he needs to heal that energy. You cannot make this up. You cannot. Bottom of the deck for the tarot is Three of Pentacles. This is what the divine is helping them with. We got the Three of Pentacles in here so that they can work together. That Temperance, Three of Pentacles. The universe wants them together. Ganesh is helping. Lots of people are helping. Divine Feminine, look at this. It's blue. Intuition, insight. It's called insight. Ganesha is helping the Divine Feminine go within and trust herself. Trust her intuition. When this card comes out, it's about her inner compass knows the key to her true happiness. Ganesha is focusing her attention to her third eye. This is why we have this. You can't make this up. And remember, for those of you who haven't been following me, I channel real time. When I click the button to turn on the video is when I start my channeling. So I'm just connecting these dots with you live while I'm doing this. This is why we have this belief system. Go within with judgment. This is why we have this lady who holds the key with the high priestess. All the answers are within her. So Ganesh is helping her call attention to her third eye. He's acknowledging, he wants you to acknowledge that she is in a phase where she can grow and expand her consciousness. Her intuition is calm. Her intuition is strong. She has a clear channel to the divine that she can always trust. And this is clarified by the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This is saying that you need to transition towards this energy of that's how you think. That's how you act. Act through your insight. Act through your intuition so you can collaborate with your masculine. Masculine, heal this wound so you can collaborate with your feminine. And bottom of the deck for this oracle is relax already. Relax already. Spirit's got this. Your higher self has got this. Relax. You will come together. Relax. Relax. So, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, coaching session or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm sending you guys all my love, all my light, and I'll be back next week. Bye, everybody.